When I when I pull up on a hater, watch a hater fall back. I'm too good with these hands, watch a hater fall flat. If I die, all I know, I'm a legend. Is so great for my city. I'm the realest one that's repping. Oh my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life, my words been my greatest weapon. I know I've been the coast's greatest blessing.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? What's going on? What's shaking, what's grooving, and what's all of that good stuff? Y'all already know what this is. If y'all seeing me, this is a special, and I mean a special edition of Midweek Medicine done by none other but your mindset motivator, your experience specialist, me, Miguel Brown. All right. Let's go. Let's get into this. All right. This is, like I said, this is a special one. If y'all seen my post earlier, um, I had a couple people share it just because I wanted as many people possible to see this thing. We're gonna get into some things today. Why y'all haven't seen the consistency that y'all used to from me. We just gonna get into a whole lot of things. But first, let me start with this story. Right, there was a boy, and let's say about around 7 years old. This boy, by watching his uncle, started picking up drawing. He loved it. He worked on it all the time. He practiced all the time. And one way that this boy drew was that he didn't like tracing because he didn't like for people to say, "Oh, you traced that. You didn't do that." So what he would do is he would draw the picture of what he was looking at, but he would make it bigger on the paper so that nobody could say when they showed him, if he showed them the original picture and then his picture, nobody could say, "Oh, you traced that." Like, it's undoubtedly that I drew this, and that was his mindset for. So some time goes on, and he's getting pretty good with this particular style of drawing. Let's just call it like maybe copying or duplicating, because, like I said, he would look at it and then draw it to the paper. He could never see it in his mind and put it on paper because his skill set was limited to the way he taught himself. It was certain skills that he lacked to be able to create what he seen in his mind onto paper. So he wanted to get into eventually he wanted to get into an art school, but it just never happened for him for whatever reasons. So let's say around the age of, let's say 12, 13, the boy started losing the love for drawing. Not that he couldn't do it anymore, it's just that he knew that he could only take himself so far, and that he needed an institution or somebody, some tools to help him get better in what it was that he was doing. I mean, he loved drawing so much that he was thinking about a career long term for it. It's just that it faded away for him. If you fast forward to some adult years, let's say 10, 20 years later, the boy, that which is a man, doesn't draw anymore, but if he wanted to, he could still pick up a pencil and draw the same way that duplicating process, that same way he could do that. But the thing is, even 20 years later, his skill set was only on the level that he was when he was about 10 or 11 years old. 20 years down the line, but still with the same skill set that he had when he first started drawing, because he never had the proper teaching to learn the different techniques and skills to be able to draw what he sees in his mind. And kids are very animated because they watch a lot of cartoons, comic books, things like that. So he just couldn't do that. His ability to create was stifled by his lack of skill, and not being able to get to the individuals to help him with that skill. Well, if you can't tell already, that boy in the story was me. I love drawing, uh, but it also was a lesson that I just learned yesterday that I didn't even know was going to be a lesson for you guys today. Um, One thing that I said was that even 20 years later, I can still draw, but it's limited to my skill set at 11-year-old. I was subpar at best. I was I was okay. I was good. You know, some people had a couple of drawings that I did that some people gave me some money for. You know, not big bucks like hundreds of dollars, but at the time you're a kid, like 5, 10, maybe $20 or so. So it faded for me because I couldn't go any further for it. I got, let's say, stagnant, complacent. I settled for what I had, and because I settled and I knew that I could do better with the right teachings, I kind of let it go because I didn't get those teachings. Um, the lesson that I want you to take from this is that we all have certain skills and we all have certain gifts, a purpose. The thing is, once you discover that thing, you will still need some type of training or coaching, teaching to develop that skill, that gift. Until you do that, you'll only be subpar at best. You'll be okay. You'll be good. You know, you'll get some credit from people, but it's not enough to take you into an area that could possibly provide financial freedom for you, maybe help you create your own business. You won't be good enough for that. I wasn't good enough for that in drawing. So which brings me to my point is that I learned literally yesterday listening to a podcast that my speaking is following the same lines as when I was drawing. The habits that I developed as a child to be able to draw, the self-taught habits are kind of spilling over into my speaking, which is my purpose, and which is the sole reason why I will not lose this thing, is because it's my purpose. I will do this. I have a passion to help people, to see people get better and do better, change your mind, change your life. So, without any hesitation, I learned one thing that I must do. I have to go back to the drawing board. I have to go all the way back to zero. When I started speaking, before I made my first video, I went through months of studying the greatest speakers at the time, E.T., Zig Ziglar, Les Brown, and the other handful of people before I made my first video, understanding that body language counts, the way you speak, the way you move, how you handle yourself, words you might say, how your video look, your tone, all these different type of things. So I was always learning and careful, but it was a self-taught thing. And all I was doing essentially was just duplicating their style. The same thing that I did when I was a young kid trying to draw, rather than actually learning that skill and then developing it into something great. So what is going to happen right now is that this is my official last midweek medicine video for 2016. I don't know when the next official video will be, because now my process is to fall back from what I'm doing and take the time to learn my gift inside and out. One question that's been plaguing me is, who am I as a speaker? Who do I specifically speak to? What if somebody has a need, what part of my gift can fill that need? And yesterday, listening to a podcast, I learned these things, that this is what I need to discover about myself. When I speak, I am extremely confident. I am a very confident person, but I am not confident in who I am as a speaker, if that makes sense to you. Think about what it is that you're doing and how confident are you really in the thing that you're doing. And if you're not that confident, you will not move that far. Like, it's a reason why I haven't gotten any speaking engagements, which brings up the reason why there's a lack of consistency on my part because I've been seeking myself. If I knew who exactly I was in this speaking thing and utilizing my gift and who I'm specifically talking to, then yes, just as I was at one point in the beginning, you would see my videos every Wednesday consistently like clockwork. Not on Thursday sometimes, not on Friday sometimes. But after learning this, I had to do this, and I felt that it was my obligation to share with all my supporters and the people who actually look to me for some type of wisdom or guidance, what it is about to happen and what's going on. Of course, I might still drop an occasional little short video or something here and there, but it won't be an official midweek medicine. I will not come back and do midweek medicine until I have gone through this growth process that I'm about to take to. And I want you to understand one thing: this won't be an easy road for me because I have to seek out this information on my own until I can connect with the right people to help me along the way. So I'm literally about to be in the library with books like Motivational Speaking 101, studying and reading, applying these things, learning my craft, learning the art of things with videos and the right looks and all that other stuff. I'm taking myself back to the drawing board because I do not want to be on a subpar, average, okay level that I'm on now. Some of you guys might like argue with me like, nah, Miguel, you're great, you're this. You think I'm great, and that's good, but can I support my family financially the way that at the level I'm on now? No. Nobody knocking on my door, asking for me to come speak to their engagement. I've actually been blessed in the engagements that I've had because I didn't reach out to people. They seen something I did and reached out to me. But now that has to change. Now I have to literally get off the couch and chase this thing. No more sitting on the sidelines. The more confident I get in myself, in my speaking, the more confident I will be in going out and getting these speaking engagements and taking these opportunities. I want you to start doing the same thing. While I'm going under construction, I want you to go under construction if you have to too. Take the time to figure out who you are, what your gift is. And not only what your gift is, but what specifically is your gift within your gift. So if you are a doctor, what kind of doctor are you? What's your specialty? If you are a writer, what type of things do you write? Like if you are better at writing fiction, don't try to do nonfiction. If you are in TV production and you're good with editing and things like that, don't try to be the producer or stuff like that. I mean, you understand what I'm saying. Work on your work. Break down who you are in the simplest form and start rebuilding yourself. Right now, I'm rebuilding myself. This is the revamp. This is the reconstruction. So that being said, I appreciate every one of you. I thank you from the bottom of my heart from supporting me the way that you have. It's an honor to be able to use speaking to help you guys out. I'm not going anywhere. Like I said, I'm just redoing myself, and when I come back, it's going to be a better version, and I'll be able to do a whole lot more things. This is my goal. I will chase this thing down. I will catch this rabbit. So on that note, I love you guys. You guys be blessed. Stick around. I'll be back. And I think you'll appreciate, what I bring to the table when I do come back. That being said, this is Miguel Brown, your mindset motivator. For the last time in 2016, I'm shutting it down, and I'll see you when I see you. The date will be determined later on, but I will be back. All right? So y'all have a blessed one. I hope the words that I've shared with you can, do some things for you. And the way I used to in my videos, I kind of do it now, but I tweaked it a little bit. Is I'm thankful that my struggles of yesterday can be your strength for today and your push for tomorrow, and that the pain that I've gone through will be your power today and an even greater push for tomorrow. that's just a little something for y'all. I'll check y'all on the next one. All right.